So, thank you. Could not do this without you. Thank you so much.
Welcome back. We don't have any music because the volume's all the way down, but it's good. Let's get back. There it is. There we go. My wife, the DJ, thanks so much. We're back. We're back. We're waiting right now. What we have is all the parties are coming back to the court. Come back to the court. They found the sound just a little bit. There we go. The parties have been asked back to court. This is before the 4 o'clock hard finish, the hard cutoff time that the jury would be sent home. What this means is we either have a question or we have a verdict. We don't know what it is quite yet, so we're just going to hold tight. They have 10 minutes to get to the courtroom. We're a couple minutes into that already. Just looking at the timer, the jury's deliberated for 21 hours and 15 minutes at this point. And there we go. Let's turn the audio off. Can you hear me now? Is that any better? Can you hear me now? Didn't hear what you said. The music was too loud.
Sorry, my bad.
Okay, yeah. All right. So what we have is everyone's coming back to court right now. The court clerk has notified everyone to come back. They have 10 minutes to get back to the courtroom. This is before the 4 o'clock hard finish when the jury gets sent home for the end of the day, which means either we have a question from the jury or we have a verdict or they're hung. I mean, verdict and hung are sort of like the same thing. But we have some sort of indication from the jury because the next thing the judge had on her schedule was going home for the day. The jury has put this on the schedule by something they have sent out. So there's a possibility this could be a verdict. There's a possibility also it could just be a question saying, what do we do if we can't agree? Let's see here.
I don't know who was first in chat. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I missed it. Yeah, nobody knows why we're coming back. Court is definitely coming back. Everyone is coming back. They've got 10 minutes. 10 minutes. We've probably got 5 minutes now. Oh my goodness. I just stuck my knee in a massive spider web. Like, I mean, that could catch a squirrel.
I think Greeners was first in chat.
Greeners, congratulations, my friend. Bree, thank you, says DJ Mrs. Lady R.A. rocking her roll today.
Thank you.
You see her with the 2 pairs of headphones. She's listening to mixing the ones and twos. Doing a great job.
Heather Lee says, I feel like it's a verdict this time. That would be awesome.
The court has been very, very quiet. RA shouldn't camp. Technically, I'm not camping. I mean, other than the fact that there are bugs. That's the only thing about this that is actually camping. I feel like they're going to announce they're hung. It's a possibility. Does Rob need to do another bug clip? He would have plenty of... Oh. That's not cool. That wasn't cool.
What was it?
Oh,
oh, sweetheart.
A big bee landed on my leg right by the spider web. And then I backed into the fan and it scared the daylights out of me. Oh my goodness. I'm going to clean the spider web off the desk with a massive pine cone. All right. Spiderweb's gone.
Camping is hard.
It's really difficult. I'm gonna need to like go swim in the lake when this is over. Are you in tents or glamping? We've got air-conditioned cabins with electricity, running water, and instant hot water heaters. So camping. We're roughing it. It's paved right up to the building. I've seen some dirt though. Okay, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move me over to the other sides just so I don't take up as much of court. I'm gonna be down here so that
Superior
I know it's gonna
Courthouse,
cause a
all those
problem for
people
chat.
are gathering,
Go to
Oh,
channel
shouldn't.
4.
that this is the
Go to
day.
4. Thank you.
Okay, that shouldn't have come on, but whoa, did you guys see that? That was a lot of people.
There are lots of people out there. It's really busy. Let me get. Hang on one second. I'm getting the feed here. We are waiting for everyone to come back. Okay.
I don't know if I want it on.
So, Mrs. RA, here's what we're going to do. If you can, I'm going to present this one right here. So screen.
Oh, honey, don't freeze right now. Or is that your concentrating face?
Is it working?
You can't see the courtroom. I know. That's because the place that wants to show us the courtroom isn't. They're showing us the outside of the courtroom right now.
Okay.
Which
Hang on one
we
second.
can't put on our thing. Where's the fan? People are very... Okay, so here's the deal. I'm watching.
The fan's still spinning.
Yeah, the fan is spinning. We're not watching inside the court right now. Yes. What he said.
I have the live fan on my screen. I can see in court because I've got a different source.
How do I get? Oh, I want a live fan.
It was in the training. It was in the training manual.
I skipped it.
Yeah.
Why?
Is that working?
What does that mean? Like,
oh, it's right here.
Okay.
It's down here at the bottom.
But it's frozen. That's not good, Scott, because it's coming through your internet, and so it's more likely to glitch. So you should tell me how to find it.
Keep your feed. As soon as it comes back, go live to 2.
Okay. Okay, so 2
So
is
we're
green
just
right
going to
now.
watch the fan spin for just a minute until...
Man, there are so many people outside of the courthouse right now.
Yeah.
And there's a barricade, and it doesn't... they're very mannerly. They're walking in incredibly politely. That looks like family, and maybe Karen Reed and her team. Can't tell. I'm just barely seeing the tips of their heads.
It takes them a couple minutes to get in from the outside to upstairs, especially because they've got tightened security. So there are people that are saying verdict. Is that? I don't know if they know or if they're just speculating.
People want it to be verdict, and there's something to be said for being the first person who breaks it, so they run that risk whether or not it's true. Okay, it looks like we got family that's going in. Everybody looks super polite. Nobody looks riled. Nobody looks upset. The police officers that are standing outside of the barricades look bored. If I take two, when I take two, is that going to, it'll replace me, right?
It'll replace camera 4 in your background.
And then, yeah, so
Yep.
then you need to make that
And
one
then
big so that
I'll
they
go
can
full
see.
screen for you.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I just figured out why I'm locked in place. It's because I'm a part of this like super source. Oh, Scott's frozen. Yeah, everybody looks super calm. It looks like everybody's gone into the building that is going to go into the building. People on either side of the street. Lots of people in pink, way more than on the other side of the street. I don't know if the other side of the street is,
You're coming in as an entire package.
yeah, I'm the whole package. Yes. Okay. So the fan is frozen because it's coming from Scott, but don't worry. It's actually going to come from our home base here, which has a much better internet connection, and it'll be fine. I just can't take it right now because it's showing shots outside of the building. So yes, the fan is spotty right now, but he's only showing you the fan coming from his device to let you know nothing's happening inside the court. Soon as it's time, we'll switch over, have the more stable internet. It'll be good. Oh, Scott's back. Hurry, people, 4 minutes. All parties but the judge are present. The O'Keefe family has entered. Okay, that's according to Sue.
Okay.
Scott, do you want us to get what you the source that you have to? Oh, whoa! It's time, Scott. It's time.
I appreciate you all getting back here. During the luncheon break, I received word from a court officer that the jury had knocked on the door, indicating that they had a verdict. But before I could even summons everybody into court, shortly thereafter, they knocked again and said they didn't have a verdict. So I asked the court officer to tell them to put that verdict slip in an envelope and seal it. And to give it to us. Paul, do you have it? Thank you. I haven't seen this. It's been sealed. I'm now going to seal it in the legal sense. So this is sealed. No one will have access to it. It will be preserved and made part of this record. I'm going to ask it to be marked for identification with the word jury, Chrissy, just to keep it separate and apart from everything else. So it's marked for ID with the word jury.
This is crazy. We have a verdict, but we're not unanimous, so we don't have a verdict.
All right. So we do not have a verdict because, as we all know, there is no verdict until it is announced and recorded in open court. So we are still awaiting a verdict. Because it took a while to pull this together, I would ask that everybody remain in the building until the end of the day. So we'll see everybody later.
Is this the verdict?
Okay. Go to 4.
Well,
no.
I have to say.
Go to 4. Go to 4.
Can't.
All right. Here's this is wild and this is crazy.
What happened? Oh,
Okay. The jury knocked on the door, says we have a verdict, and they pass the note to the bailiff. They pass the verdict to the bailiff. They say round up the troops, bring everyone here. Jury knocks again and says, wait, we're not there. We don't have a verdict. The judge now has in her possession a signed, completed verdict form from the jury,
somebody changed their mind.
but the jury's not all on board. It's not unanimous. We've got a Tumwater County, Thurston, Washington County verdict again, a non-unanimous verdict.
Ooh. But they were unanimous when they signed it. So it's somebody's really just vacillating.
The signature is probably just the jury foreperson. There's still going to be the polling of the jury to say, is this your verdict at the end? And if one of them says no, then it's not a unanimous verdict.
Right.
So now
Holy cow.
they get a new blank form. I mean, we joked about it. Thank you, sir. May I have another? They need another form. because the bailiff has one that's now sealed in the court file that's not the final verdict. They need to fill it out again.
Oh my Gideon. So how I mean they're close, but so far away.
Okay, Jen, I need you to call me on a phone, on a landline.
The landline.
Just mute for a second so I can call you.
Okay. I need a Xanax.
Wow. A verdict, but not a verdict. So everyone got summoned because the judge thought we had a verdict. And then it became a not a verdict. And she says, don't go anywhere. Clearly, we're close enough. We think something might happen. It's in the next hour and a half. Stay here in the courtroom. Which means, okay, this makes it even harder for us because now there's no delay. Everyone's there. They're just going to say, get in here. Let's do this. So we could have motion at the last minute. Hang on one second. Let me talk to Mrs. Airy for just a second. Okay, we're going to bring up the fan for you here in just a second. Just rerouting the source. All right, so there's a verdict now that's in the file that's sealed that nobody has seen. But the jury's not all on board. It's possible they just need to fill out the form again. But it's also possible they have to go back to, this is hilarious, a butt dialed verdict. Keep going. Love you. All right. Got the fan fixed. Thank you very much to my son and my wife. Always
Mostly
fun
the sun.
to fix things live. Oh, bird poop. Literally, bird poop.
That's not a fake expletive. Like, that's just a description.
I wonder if at any point in this case that becomes unsealed, or does it get destroyed?
I was wondering about that. I'm like, you sealed it. That's nice, but I mean, what does it mean? Yeah,
heard the
this
judge
is what
say-
it means. Yes.
The judge said, "We all know that it's not a verdict. A verdict is not a verdict until it's read in open court. So
Which
she's
means
like, this one doesn't count. Whatever it is doesn't count because it hasn't been read.
That's true.
Oh my goodness.
But oh my gosh. So now everybody's just sitting there trying to decide, do we leave? Are they going to change their mind back?
The verdict was a false memory. That's see Camilla's comment. Camilla's following ever all our social media friends. Let's see, Camilla. No, it should be open.
Say that again. It should be open.
People are saying it should be open. So obviously, I'd love to know what form.
Yeah. So this is weird, very suspicious. I actually don't think it's suspicious, but it does show that it's high stress, high anxiety, people feeling the weight of what they're doing and the importance of their individual votes. And maybe somebody felt like I got pushed over and I can't go to bed tonight and look myself in the mirror. I've got to change my vote.
Yeah. Hang on.
And Scott left. How long till Scott returns? Maybe one juror just realized they spelled their name wrong. Did I sign my paper? Can I check, teacher?
Let's just write my name.
I don't know. Yeah, I do not believe that they were like, oh, I think I filled that out wrong. Scott, is there any indication?
That
Really?
very much could be a possibility. With them sitting there like, all right, we're done. And somebody saying, wait, I thought the form meant this. When you said we signed it that way, I thought it was going to have this result.
Could they ask the bailiff? Can the bailiff bring any light to this subject? No.
Bailiff's not allowed to. They're sworn. Well, part of their oath is that basically they won't do anything like that.
Oh. Imagine being Karen right now. Ugh. That doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, just moved to a place that literally the sun just came to as well. So
It seems that either... Oh, man, where did that go? Nope, sorry. Don't want that one on screen. Hang on. It seems they all collectively changed their vote or something else, but I can't find... There we go. It seems that either they all collectively changed their minds or someone had a change of heart. Way more likely that one person had a change of heart. Or it could seriously be that they're like, wait a second. Is that what we said on that form? I don't think that's right.
got pine gum on my hands. Not sure how that happened.
Probably from the table. In the heat, it'll come up.
So Twitter is exploding right now as people are talking about it. So the timeline goes like
this.
At 1:58, court officers were looking for the clerk, says Sue. At 2, word went out to bring the defense and the prosecution back. By the time the prosecution defense got back, the jury had already knocked on the door again and told the bailiff, wait, we don't have a verdict. But the bailiff had already received the verdict and passed it on to be passed on to the judge. So the judge has the form. She says she's ordered it sealed. Now, you can say sealed two ways. It could literally be licked and mailed, glued shut.
No, she said sealed in a legal manner.
I know, but I'm saying it could be sealed both physically and legally. Meaning that nobody has access. You can't just say, hey, in normal court records, you can say, hey, I'd like to see this court record. And you can walk in and get copies of whatever you want at the courthouse. When it's under seal, that's not available to you. So sometimes the lawyers have access to that, which will be interesting. 2:18, the defense arrived. Butt dialed verdict. The verdict has been rehomed, says Brandy. Brandy Churchwell tweets out, At this point, I don't know if the jury is or the universe is trolling us, but either way, the world is now spinning like an OnlyFan.
I don't think it's the form though. If the words that the jury said were "No, wait, we don't have a verdict," that's most likely somebody changed their mind. So the jury had a verdict, but they deleted it at 2:27. Oh man.
Making Law Simple tweets out. He says, "I'm watching Brandy Churchwell and Broken Baker at the same time to see who starts crying first when the judge sends everybody home till Monday." Oh my goodness.
Jury said, "Strike that." What is she always saying? Okay, you're not supposed to pay any attention to that.
Judge, I'm ordering you to disregard
Disregard our last verdict
that
form.
verdict. It is so stinking hot out here, guys. And I know you make fun of me because this isn't real camping, but this is work in the sun.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's 95 degrees, keeping tech running, keeping me running.
Someone realized they needed $13 more to make rent. They need a little more time. The verdict was in.
And now they're
But-
seeing the verdict. Hang on. If you were saying, do we have a verdict? Everyone's talking about it, but they're looking at old tweets and new tweets.
Verdict again, maybe. The reason Scott is not inside is because the tech has to see the sky. Back in session.
Jen.
Yes, sir. Oh, please don't.
Let's play the music. Let's play the music.
Let's do it. What's it called?
Make sure the volume's up. 2 right here.
What's it called?
Right here.
Oh.
Light blue.
Right here.
All right, with one false start and 21 hours and 42 minutes of deliberations, we now believe the jury has reached a verdict in the Karen Reed trial. This has been a long time coming. This jury has sat in court for 33 plus days of trial. They've deliberated for over 20 hours and through questions, through confusion, through a jury form that everyone but the judge thought was terrible. We now think we've got to the final point where the jury can convey what they have come to, a unanimous decision in the case, and convey it to the court. We know that all the players are there in the courtroom, and it could be literally seconds before the judge tells everyone take a seat and bring the jury in. This would be round 2. Throw away the first version. Might be the same as this. It may be the same as the first version. We don't know, but we are expecting that. We are expecting that this is all done.
If we got a verdict that fast, I think it definitely is the same because that's just too long to switch 11 people back the other direction.
And now we've got
Unless they were hung. You're joking.
It's so confusing right now. Sue says there is a verdict. Sue's in court. She says there's a verdict. We're not a disregard.
What do I do with the music?
Keep it going. Keep it going until it plays out.
Of this case shows that the defense has met challenges and difficulties along the way, but has been dedicated in meeting all of the deadlines. We have talked about
dang
the
it.
discovery issues in this
What did
courtroom
you just
before,
cut to?
and that in large part brings us to
This is Brian Koberger.
Shoot. All right, talk me through. Jordan, I need you right now.
Back to 2. Reverse. Mute, and go back to 2. You know the process.
is that this comes from the record. I would
so
direct the
Brian
court to
Koberger
look
is starting.
back
No, you
to
can turn
May
this one off.
of 2023.
We're waiting
and
for the
June of
verdict.
2023.
We'll get it.
Help, Scott.
I know. Jordan's going to reverse the process. Same search.
He
Go back,
can't.
find the first source.
He's not here.
Okay. Call me.
Oh, crikey.
Hit the back arrow on the search. I can see your screen. Hit the back arrow. Go to the same search.
Okay.
Find that first source.
The one we were talking about before?
Yep. The one we talked about this morning. It's crazy. It's such a busy day in court. Koberger is just starting his hearing right now.
Dang it. Okay, I didn't do anything
The
wrong.
other
That
one.
channel is
The
carrying
other
that one.
Yeah, the other
Which
one.
other one?
The
Which
other
other-
one we came from. Call me.
Help me out. I don't know what
Call
that
me.
is.
Mute. Call me. Okay, we're going to get this squared away. Okay. We're waiting for people to show up. As soon as it brings the court feedback, we're going to have it for you on the live stream. I'm watching on Jen's computer and can see they're still talking outside of court. Hey, Jen, if you can take the other remote control, like for channel 8.
Yep.
And go to that second source, the other channel. It's the one Brian Koberger's on. We are just watching the only fan right now in court. That's all that's happening.
Do you know what the source you're looking for is?
No, I don't. Red?
Yeah. Yep.
Why not make a big screen?
All right. Perfect.
So now we have to choose between 8 and
8 is showing Koberger right now.
right.
And 2, as soon as court starts, we're going to take that as soon as we jump back to the courtroom.
Okay.
And it's going to be fine. So we're watching the live feed. As you're not going to miss a moment. We've got it You can go to 8 if you want right now.
Go to 8.
That's a live feed. I prefer 2 if 2 gets this same view, but this is live as well.
Okay. I've got 2 on backup in case
Okay.
it changes.
We have redundancies set up. All right, we have Sue says there's a verdict. Sue O'Connell.
Starred.
She also
Guys,
has a
thanks for your
tweet.
patience.
Let me see. I think he and Eddie told a joke and everyone laughs. Miss Little hugs him. We're hearing that there's a false alarm verdict.
What's a false alarm verdict? Oh, what did we just experienced?
Okay, John DePietro show on Twitter says, my official statement on the incident this afternoon in the parking lot. There was no collision, no collision, no collision. That's just funny. That's just funny. Ian
That is
Runkle says,
funny.
then why did you leave the notes? I think he meant a joke, but all right.
There is a
Because-
ton of people outside of the courthouse right now. Tons of reporters,
Tons.
lots of police.
Lots of nervous energy. A lot of people there, as you can expect. It was a false memory.
Yes.
They're moving the
Mary says-
barricades back.
Are they? I don't see them moving them. But I mean, I can't see everything. It's possible.
Court TV is reporting a verdict as well.
Oh, they are moving the barricades to allow for more people or more
No,
space.
to keep the people back if there's too big of a crowd.
So they squished.
Just a quick update from Brian Enton in the Brian Koberger trial. Brian Koberger's lawyer right now says the trial has to be delayed to protect Koberger's rights. She's talking about discovery delays and says they're not prepared to go to trial. They're also talking about some media issues. We know that we had that documentary that was released that had some information. So we'll see what happens. This is absolutely crazy. I'm not sure if you could script a more insane finish to this trial than what we've had, where literally the jury has walked the exact same path as the previous jury that was hung and now reached nearly the same conclusion. We can only conclude that they're very, very close to the same verdict the other one had. Which way they decided on the guilt, on the OWI, I don't know. We won't know that until it's read in open court.
Well, honestly, we won't know everything. But they were gone for a long time after it seemed pretty obvious what they were choosing. Yeah, this trial will absolutely go down in history. Free Karen Reed. Yay! No, Karen Reed 3.0. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate everybody's patience and positivity because I'm putting it all on the line here and coming up well short of Scott's level. It's fine. We're fine. Iris says I'm about to cry. Don't cry, Iris.
This, especially with a long trial, it's so easy to get vested as it feels like we know the people involved, right? We've watched for day after day after day, and it seems like we're sitting with them, and we can attach that way. So, whichever way the verdict goes, I appreciate everyone in chat being respectful, both as respectful if your side won or respectful if your side did not come out victorious today. Either way, I think we should respect the work the jury did. I think the process the jury followed, as difficult as it might have been, especially with the verdict form, is a process that brings about justice. And if they reach a different conclusion that I may have reached, it can still be something that we accept, as our judicial system works the way it's intended. So what key cycle is this verdict being recorded on?
Thank you. Tons and tons of positive feedback for me. My love language is words of affirmation, so it means a lot. Thank you very much.
Keep it coming. Come on, guys.
Keep it coming. Yeah. Go. So what are we watching tomorrow? I don't know. Let's get through today.
I've got to ask, whichever side you're on, what do you think piece of evidence that you think is key above everything else? What would that piece of evidence be for you?
Me?
What would that key piece of evidence? I'm asking chat. What would the key piece of evidence be for you, or key testimony that for you just sort of seals the deal, or summarizes the whole case?
ARCA. I see somebody say ARCA. That's going really fast. Sorry, guys. A couple of people are saying ARCA.
Phones, no collision, the steps,
The wounds,
dog bites,
missing dog.
Mrs.
So if
RA
you're
is the rock
guilty,
star.
yep, that's it. That's the one thing.
Yeah. James Welling, welcome, brand new member. Thank you very much, James.
No
You're one of us
broken
now.
bones, no collision, the phone not moving. Oh, so fast. They moved house. Interesting. Crikey,
Albert.
this is fast.
Karen's own words, says Pat. Her video interviews, button face dials.
Higgins in the Sally Port.
Do I dare say
I
it
hit
here?
him.
Christina? Okay, of course. We have
There's
people
some on both sides that are coming in.
Brennan's closing argument contradictions. More ARCA. The clock stopped at 21 hours 17 minutes. I've got a few more. I've got 21:51 was my count on the verdict, but still just shy of 22 hours of deliberation.
I'm just going to randomly click on things. They're probably awesome.
Officer Devers was the officer who had the false memory. Says she saw something that she remembered wrong.
Yeah.
She saw something and reported it. She remembered wrong.
Do I see the cars?
Yeah, we do see cars. We see police, people. Mm-hmm. We're monitoring outside and inside.
And there are several screens that I don't know what they're monitoring. I have
The
those
snowplow
too.
guy not seeing the body on the ground. Holes in the hoodie. In the cover up.
Given the circumstances.
Closing. Camping in the remote wilderness is not the best place to handle a verdict, but you knew this was going to happen. It wouldn't have happened had I not come. Let's just tell you it that way. We would still be in deliberations till if I had not been here. The verdict is in. We do have a verdict.
The hoodie. Sorry, I'm trying so hard to catch these. They're fast. House long to die in the cold. Give RA credit. Yeah, for sure. He makes this look smooth like butter.
I've updated the live stream title to show that we are we have a verdict.
Thank you, because starting another thing at this point might give me a heart attack. Raina. Oh,
Raina, another 10. Raina, thank you very much for your generosity. That's 20 gifted memberships today. Appreciate that. Member for 29 months, Golden Girl.
Golden Girl's like, I'm so done with this one.
Yeah, I'm so excited so I can come back. We're just going to have just a regular old murder trial where we can all just be friends and agree next. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be great. We're going to hold hands and sing Kumbaya and eat s'mores. So
proud of this community. Really, me too.
A couple different verdict clocks going on out there. I kept mine running during the lunch breaks. And we did find out, we knew that the judge said they could deliberate during lunch breaks. I just anticipated, or I presumed they did. And so I ran mine during breaks. Others stopped during some breaks and not during others. So we're between about 20 and a half hours and 22 hours of deliberation time, roughly. James, I'm so excited. I can't stand it. Selena says, I hope you all love me after this. We love you anyway, Selena. Before and after. Deanie gifted some memberships. Thank you. Oh my goodness. It's going fast, you guys. I can't see everything.
I did the verdict music button, and then it was like, just kidding, it's not a verdict. Wait, yes it is.
We did play the music. It shouldn't be that long of a delay for the judge to come back, because we anticipate that everyone has stayed in the courtroom and followed the orders that she said. The jury's not going anywhere, obviously. They're just staying in the deliberation room. Everyone else is just downstairs. You just need to bring them up, and in the courtroom. Should only take 5 minutes or so, and we'll be ready to go. This is a real verdict. Now, the jury has reported they have a verdict, but there is a possibility, I hate to say this, there's a possibility the jury is confused and they think that being hung is a verdict. And if they have a note in there that says we're hung and they put it in the verdict form, that's still a possibility.
Well, and clearly they've proven they can change their mind. So we don't know. We think so.
So
glad I showered.
Whoever showered last really wanted it to happen. Thank you.
I knew it would work.
Let's see. Thank you for the gifted memberships. A couple of you are gifting like crazy. Let's see. Good job today, Mrs. R.A. Thank you. Deanie Mullis, gifted 5. Thank you, Deanie. Pantouffle, can I please get a swear word pass and use one of my favorites? Some effery going on. I'm excited for the verdict so to come back. Thank you, Golden Girl. We've missed you terribly. Raina, thank you for the gift in the memberships as well. And of course, Miss Lisa, Miss Lisa, member for 20 months. OG. Just had a bug in my mouth. Sorry. It happens. I'm camping. James Rowling, thank you very much for joining. Also, let's see. Manifesting worked, says Kayla. Whatever you did, it was fantastic. Amber Fox. Says free Karen Reed and yay no Karen Reed 3.0. Thank you.
No more sad boss.
We were saying whatever the verdict. I love all of you for being here in the best chat on the law tubes. Red Pan, as you know her as. Redfoot, a new thing that my wife called her today.
Sorry, I tripped up.
Bree Roz, still the star, Mrs. R.A. This is wicked stressful. David Little gifted a membership before this. Natalie, thank you very much for the super chat for Mrs. R.A. to take a deep breath. And Mathis, let's remember the fan's name is Ceiling Dion. Ceiling Dion.
Gosh, that is so funny.
Jackson's
pacing. Yeah, I can see that. Master Eden gifted a membership.
Thank you very much. Master Eden, thank you. All right.
OnlyFan is tired.
The OnlyFans going to take like a whole week off and just like bask in the heat when this is done.
How many bugs will Ari eat
seems
today?
surreal.
You are unmuted.
Come on.
On those 3 charges, we are now going live to the courtroom.
Will the deliberating jurors remain standing? Defendant remain standing. All other parties may be seated.
Your Honor, may the record reflect that 12 deliberating jurors and 6 alternates are present.
Yes.
May I inquire?
Yes.
Mr. Foreman, members of the jury, have you agreed upon a verdict? Yes. Thank you. May I see the papers? Mr. Foreman, have the verdicts been placed in this envelope and have they been in your presence ever since? Yes.
Jim pulls it out, hands it straight to the judge, doesn't look at it. Judge is viewing it.
Mr. Foreman, on docket number 2282CR117001, murder in the second degree, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you? No. Do you agree? Yes. Do all of you agree? Yes. Thank you. 002, what say is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
Of.
Is not guilty or guilty of that charge or any lesser included charge? Thank you. Specifically, number 5, operating under the influence of liquor by operating a motor vehicle with a blood alcohol level of 0.08 or greater. Correct?
Yes.
So say you, Mr. Foreman?
Guilty.
So say you all?
Yes.
003, what say is the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death? Is the defendant not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
So say you, Mr. Foreman? Yes. So say you all? Jurors, hearken your verdict as the court records that you upon your oath say the defendant on 001 is not guilty, on 002 is guilty of operating under the influence of liquor, and 003 not guilty. Thank you.
All right, jurors, everybody please be seated. Jurors, we thank you for your service.
You
We're
can
going
hear the
to
crowd.
Send you back. Your service is complete. I'd like to come back and talk to you for a little bit afterwards. So thank you very much.
All rise.
Wow.
Follow me.
Sue says we can't hear because of the crowd. They can't hear the court because of the crowd. The crowd outside is too loud. The jurors look emotional. One is smiling. Karen's in tears. Hugs all around on the defense team.
Media, please exit the courtroom immediately. Karen Reed.
Not
Not yet.
Tony,
Hold on,
not yet.
hold on,
Not
everyone.
yet.
Karen Reed. Ms. Reed, can I have your attention? As required by statute, I must inform you that the records regarding the charges that you have been found not guilty will be sealed by the Commissioner of Probation by the court unless you notify the Commissioner of Probation in writing within 10 days that you do not want these records sealed. To request that these records not be sealed, you may use the Request Not to Seal form, which is posted on the trial court's website on mass.gov. I cannot accept the form here in court. You must submit it to the Commissioner of Probation at the address provided on the form. Please be aware that if the records regarding the charges which you have been found not guilty are sealed, you will be unable to access the sealed record of the not guilty dispositions or any other records regarding those charges. If you want copies of any documents regarding those charges before the records are sealed, you should request copies from the court within 10 days. Do you understand? Thank you.
All right, so we need a date for sentencing. Can we do it next week?
And we would be prepared to go forward today.
Okay.
Sentencing today.
Okay.
One more sidebar. This is she basically she has a DUI. Is what we have right now. That's how I heard this. DUI. The crowd is still cheering outside. They're just going wild. They've said they want to proceed with sentencing today. She has no prior record. It's very it would be very surprising if there was a incarceration period.
All right, so Ms. Giannetti, you're ready to go forward today as well?
Yes, please.
Okay, Mr. Brennan, what's the Commonwealth's recommendation?
Your Honor, the Commonwealth moves for sentencing. We recommend a probation 1 year 24D program.
So the standard that everybody else gets on their first time OUI?
Certainly.
Okay.
We ask that she be treated no differently, no better.
So I'm happy to do it. All right. Thank you all.
1 year probation on docket number 002, the lesser included offense of operating under the influence. 1 year probation. Thank you. The 24D program is. Thank you.
Feed's going wild. Karen Reed just received 1 year probation as her sentence. It's for the DUI. It is the same punishment that anyone else would get the first time they're arrested for a DUI. As this is the first thing on her record. Everything else is gone. The murder charges, everything else. It's gone. She can never be tried again for that.
We don't know if there
Can
will
you
be
fix
a fine.
the feed?
That's the paperwork that has been done. But
You go to 2, Jen. There we go. Oh my goodness. Yeah, insurance rates through the roof. The civil suit still pending. It will proceed. It will have a higher, it'll be more difficult, obviously, but there's a civil suit that will still go forward. But Karen Reed, by 12 jurors, 12 of her peers, found not guilty on the 2 murder charges. The only thing she was found guilty of was driving under the influence, which is the most expensive.
Okay, which is the most expensive DUI case ever, DWI. Scott, you are out, but I can still see you in the waiting room. Just bring yourself back in.
I'm back. Could you hear me?
No.
Okay, I'm back. Wow. Wow,
the cheering, the screaming outside. These people, they have been quiet for so long. They have been so obedient. And then in that moment, just to hear the explosive joy and relief. And wow, that was amazing. I don't know who that is, but somebody just came out of the courtroom and was like, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not right now. My daughter's offering me a cupcake. the crowd was roaring Sue in the courtroom. The crowd was so loud outside, people in the court couldn't hear what was going on.
Yeah.
We have mics, so we were able to hear a little bit better. But
wow.
Mr. Brennan, to his credit, on the sentencing, he says we recommend the same thing that happens for everyone else on a DUI: 1 year probation plus the offender program, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And she's got that. The Mr. Yannetti
And
stepped up and
to
said,
her credit, the judge said, yeah, she didn't try to push for anything bigger.
Karen Reed will not be going to jail. She will not be spending time in jail unless she violates her parole as related to this DUI charge. If she does, then the worst thing that can happen is she could get the sentence that would be normally given to somebody who violates the parole on a first-time DUI charge. The burden that's lifted off her shoulders, her family's shoulders, is massive. It's huge.
I do not know who this girl is, but she's full on freaking out. You want me to?
Yeah. Cut to 2.
My guess
and
is
kill
we
the
will
audio.
not see them coming out.
I don't know how to kill the audio.
They will be allowed to go
push
out
off
through a
instead of
different
audio follow
point
video.
of egress. But
You can hear the noise, just the crowd cheering. This is a view. This is a view of the media that are filming the supporters. It is packed. It's packed out there. People on stools and step ladders just trying to get a view, as everybody and their dogs want to see what happened today in this courtroom. History has been made for sure, and this is one that's going to be studied for a long time. All right, you can cut to 4. Thank you.
Sorry, I know that's not as exciting as a view, but it's less likely to get us a strike.
The crowd was so loud. The crowd was just incredibly loud. This is just for many people. I mean, there are some people who are going to say, she got away with murder, but the way our system works, that answer would be no. She was found not guilty. She was found that she was not responsible, and it was done in two trials. She faced 24 of her peers. The first ones couldn't come to a conclusion. The second ones did, and they determined that she was not, in fact, guilty. That is how it stands on the record books, and that's how we should see her going forward. It's sad for the O'Keefe family. They leave the courtroom today, obviously feeling that possibly justice was not done. Hopefully that. That
I
doesn't
think
mean
that's hard. The screaming and the yelling must have felt terrible to them.
Yeah, it's not so much in your face type cheering. It shouldn't be,
right?
As people are very happy for Karen Reed.
Triumphant, I think,
her own lawyers
relieved.
Providing over $1 million worth of lawyer services without getting paid. They were so convinced of her innocence, saying she is not. This is not her fault. This is not something she did. And putting their money where their mouth was, and providing all their services for free. But I do have to say, congratulations to the defense team. That was a hard fought case. This was difficult, and at times I'll say that you were fighting two opponents, one in the prosecution, one in the judge, and the thing is that you had somebody on your side as well, and that was the public. By and large, the public has been on Karen's side going through this. Have to give credit to people like Turtle Boy. Don't like how he does it, but getting that visibility to this case, I think was key to providing in the first time some of the coverage, some of the donations that she needed to pay for her defense, to set up this defense team, and just amazing,
Yeah.
If you're feeling disappointed at this verdict, it's okay. It's okay. We're not always on the same page. There are cases that I feel that justice. There are people sitting in prison right now I think shouldn't be, and there are people that are walking free that I think should be in prison. But I would say don't let this decision in this case become your identity. If you feel that the system is wrong in what happened here, work for change. Work to improve the system instead of maybe just yelling about this outcome. The amazing justice system we have functions under the law, and the law functions indirectly through our voices. We make our voices heard by voting for people who will vote for laws that we like and vote down laws that we don't. So if you feel injustice here, or if you feel that something needs to be changed, just become involved locally. I'm not going to say what party. It doesn't matter. use your opinions, use your beliefs, use your convictions to make your voice known and to improve outcomes in court wherever you are. So I have to give a massive shout out to Mrs. RA handling the verdict as I am taking it easy. I'm
A verdict on the Karen Reed case. This is kind of my nightmare.
I'm ready to go swim. I'm done. I can just walk away from this.
I'm going to walk away from this too.
Take a nap maybe in the air conditioned rooms. But no, it's good. I don't know what he's doing over there. Looks like he's holding a very large spider on a stick. I'm concerned.
What a fantastic learning experience. I will say this was a really big learning experience that I was really struggling yesterday. And so I woke up this morning, I was like, I need to be trained like right now. And so I'm feeling a lot more confident. There's obviously still a ton for me to learn, but I do feel more confident.
It's wonderful. I appreciate it. We did get the verdict music. If you missed it, you have to rewind. We did have verdict
It was
music.
the false alarm verdict.
We heard a false alarm after, and then the false alarm was canceled.
Yeah.
All right, Mrs. R.A., can you play the outro music one more time?
I can try, yeah. Remember, is it press fuse?
Just as a recap before she does that. We're doing a fire. Just as a recap, Karen Reed, verdict came in after almost 22 hours of deliberation. The jury reached a unanimous verdict. 12 jurors found that she was not guilty of the two major charges and found that she was guilty of driving under the influence. This is a first offense for Karen. That's the only thing that will be on her record. As a first offense, the punishment for her is going to be 12 months of probation plus a offenders program, like a class she has to attend. But this is a win for the defense team. I think it's a win for justice because in this case, the science just didn't match up with the story that was told about this one. So congratulations to all those. And thank you all for being here. Thank you, Mrs. R. If you want to click the music.
Yes. Is it called? What's it called?
Press fuse.
Okay. All right.
There we go. My daughter is standing here. She's got a towel. She's in a swimsuit, ready to go to the beach. I think I might go join her. This has been an absolutely amazing case. Let me fade down the music a tiny bit. This has been an amazing case, an amazing day, an amazing couple days watching this jury deliberate. I would encourage all of you. I know you still want to watch. There's a lot of TV on. There's a lot of reporters and people talking and jockeying for position. There'll be some shouting and yelling back and forth. I'd recommend you go outside and take a deep breath. Just realize
Go get bitten by a bug.
The world is good, even if you're not happy with the outcome, that there are good things out there. We're going to be back. We're still going to be family. We're going to have new cases for you. We do not come back tomorrow other than the podcast. We are planning on doing the podcast unless Weather Watch has plans. So podcast tomorrow. We're going to take the rest of the day off today. It's about 45 minutes early. But thank you, everything. Tonight, when you go home, please hug people you love. Smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better. And please stay safe till I return home and we go back live on Thursday with the podcast. Have a wonderful holiday tomorrow. Thank you, Mrs. R.A., for all your work. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.